Hey, welcome back to Star Trek Resurgence. Last episode, I became captain. But also really ticked off one of my crew members. And one who'd been my biggest fan when I first signed up. I feel bad. Pedrosian hates me now. Pedrosian, no! Anyway. We shouldn't have too much left. Really, only should be a couple more hours, 2 or 3 hours left in the game. We should only be, should be able to finish it in the next, in a few more episodes. Pretty sure we're getting pretty close. I think we are getting pretty close to the end of the game at this point. Not sure which, because it's split into episodes. Each episode is usually 10, 20 minutes, some a bit longer. Upcoming, I don't know. Apparently there's like 40 episodes. I'm actually not sure which episode I am at. And I don't know how to... Yeah. I was gonna look up how many which episode this is, but unfortunately it doesn't say like the number episode that you're on, just the title. So, homecoming. Presumably, I guess, for...
There they are!
Hail, hail the conquering heroes, I guess.
Thank you. I'm not sure one of my kind would have done for you what you did for me. I did not expect a show of mercy. I hoped, but you could have just as easily left me to my fate.
Hey. I didn't do it for you. I did it because it was the right thing to do.
I don't understand it, but I'm glad you did.
So am I. Because if Miranda didn't survive... Tall girlfriend. Regardless of his reasoning, Lieutenant Itasca was grateful Carter saved her life. Just saying, tall girlfriend.
Now that we're safe on your ship, I think you were right to bring her. Things seem a little different now than they did in the heat of battle. There's more than one way to deal with messy situations.
You can't save everyone, but you can try. Didn't want to regret this one.
Aww.
And you've spared me some regret as well. Maybe there is hope.
Always hope. There is always hope. Although originally against it, Major Arminta was thankful Carter saved Itasca's life.
Oh, no surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. Welcome back. Get to work, slackers.
She was a good little escape pod. Not that I want another ride like that anytime soon.
I mean, it seemed like a pretty cool ride, honestly. You know, like, it seems like the kind of thing that's like, okay, I'm gonna have to make this a amusement park ride.
You're really making us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
Well, I'm just getting started.
Lower decks, lower decks.
Hey, Diaz,
Yeah?
did you see our people over there? Miranda?
Kapoor, Hauser?
We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
That means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us?
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that.
Kind of thinking of the line from Mass Effect right now. Mass Effect 3, where Garrus mentions that that for every husk the Reapers create, their enemies lose 2. The guy they turn into a husk, and his friend who can't shoot at him, can't pull the trigger. On the one hand, that's probably not a good sign. On the other hand, yeah, just hitting things is always how to get them to work. Especially future technology. Just bang it a couple
I
times.
can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chovak. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Totally blank.
You know what? I want to see him too. It'll be nice to get one piece of normalcy.
I'm sure we can count on him for that.
Yeah, he'll give us no reaction at all. It's like, petty officers, what took...
I can't believe it! You evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it!
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
The Academy? Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that.
After this, you'll probably get a personal invitation to show them how it's done. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
I guess there's never a dull moment around here, huh?
You telling me it's not always like this?
Not if we can help it.
Talk to you later.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here,
No, it was not.
but it was my sincere hope you would.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
You should know your absences left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I am stating facts, not looking for excuses.
I gotta admit, it's a little flattering that this place went to hell so fast without me. So, I'll take that as a compliment.
I believe factors other than your absence were also to blame.
After Carter's heroics aboard the Zeldy, Lieutenant Commander Chovak harbored concerns about Carter's willingness to get back to work. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready, willing, and able to get back to work. I will absolutely get this ship back into peace. Back into working condition. Yeah, I like the... I wanted to tease him about being agreeable. I mean, that's as warm as a Vulcan gets. You know, by Vulcan standards, that was practically, that was practically running up and hugging and crying, by Vulcan standards.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldy, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action. You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
I like Chovak.
I tended to an Elydian earlier. Major Sarlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
Arminta,
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Elydians are no longer enemies. I'd always hoped for peace, but it seemed so far away. There's still a lot of bad blood. Maybe too much.
Well, if there's any way I can help, let me know.
I'll take you up on that. It's good to have the support of a Starfleet captain, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming along nicely.
Flirty. I'm serious. Like, it's flirty. Grateful for Jara's support and offer to help forge peace with the Elydians when they discuss the matter in sickbay. If nothing else, I can help relieve stress. Just saying, just putting it out there.
Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here.
Which means she wants to talk to me.
We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait.
Ooh. Wow.
You have some fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Taconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge crew. Being an effective leader requires trust, but an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I still need and value contrary opinions. I don't want everyone agreeing with me when they feel otherwise.
Oh, you'll know when Lieutenant Bedrosian doesn't agree with something. She's not shy about making her opinion known.
I've noticed.
It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone.
I have noticed that. Felt inspired by Jara's display of leadership and her situational awareness after she transported the Taconian crystals aboard the Resolute.
You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer. Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified. You really couldn't go wrong with either of them.
At the moment, I'm leaning toward selecting Commander Westbrook as the new first officer.
That would be an excellent choice, considering your history. The crew would respect the fact you chose someone likely to challenge your opinions and present a different point of view.
Yep.
You're as good as new.
Plus, he is, again, the senior-most officer. I think. Or was Zermatt the senior most? I forget. I thought Westbrook was the senior most officer. I guess they both. I mean, they're both commanders. But I mean, it does make sense. He is the most reasonable option for Rydek to choose as the as first officer.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Oh, now that I'm free.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Lieutenant, we both know how much we need your help and expertise for the coming conflict. I have no one to replace you.
I understand, Captain, and I apologize, but my heart is not in it any longer, and to stay would be a disservice to us both.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
I appreciate that.
Oh, dang. Felt conflicted after Jar's efforts to be conciliatory when she suddenly tendered her resignation back aboard the Resolute.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Armand.
I'll notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
That won't be necessary.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections?
Talk about moving up in the world. Not that I'm surprised in the least.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsalar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
There were way more people involved than just me. Not only Petty Officer Edsalar, but we had help from an Elydian officer named Arminta as well.
Interesting.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent change in station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger.
I like music just starts to swell, just begins to swell, and then bling.
That lies ahead, the Takan and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphilion's bioforming weapon?
Reassured by Jar's realistic assessment of the situation during the senior staff briefing on the Resolute. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend that, like, oh no, we're fine. We can totally handle this. We totally got this giant, hyper-advanced warship handled. You guys can relax. Take the weekend off. You know, take a long weekend, guys. We got this.
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
Well, as simple as it sounds, the best thing to do is to not get caught. Whether it's one-on-one or the whole ship.
We avoided the Takan as much as we could.
But we saw the bioforming, and there's not much you can do.
I found something that might help. It's too soon to say for sure, but...
Proud of Carter's ability to be a team player and his willingness to offer practical solutions to a complex problem during the senior staff briefing aboard the Resolute. I feel like Westbrook wants to adapt Carter as his own protege. Yeah, I feel like Westbrook's like, hey, Chobak, hand me this kid. Pass the kid over to me. He's mine now. I'll probably have to take Edselar as well. They come as a duo. You know, they come as a package deal, so I'll take her as well, but this kid's mine now.
We've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
You say that it slows the process, but this doesn't actually stop the Takan from taking over, does it?
Correct. I can't be 100% certain, but it appears this is only a short-term solution. Also, it requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question. What is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelion's attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but that's the idea.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
Indeed.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edselar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
We found that only a Takan can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this Portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away team. There's no question in my mind.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
In the meantime, I want you working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands.
We'll
Hold
see.
the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Beta 2 Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Does it matter? Alpha. Seven. Whiskey.
Voice authorization Rydek. Alpha 7 Whiskey.
Captain's codes transferred. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Yeah, gotta choose.
Please designate a new first officer.
Westbrook seems like the most likely to call me out on my bullshit.
It is an honor and a pleasure to name Commander Westbrook as my new first officer.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
Congratulations, Commander. It's long overdue.
I know we've had our differences, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
Computer, Commander Westbrook is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Surprised, overjoyed, and relieved to finally be named first officer of the Resolute. Bitterly disappointed he was not named the first new officer. Or the new first officer. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain, could I have a word with you?
Give me a minute.
Maybe it didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
Look, I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to promote him. But what I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over him. Because he knew Westbrook as first officer would be disastrous.
I know you're disappointed, but I trust his experience. And I need to rely on him now more than ever.
But that's just it. We can't afford to make any mistakes. And that's my concern with Commander Westbrook. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time. But I thought we've had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment you first arrived. Yes, I was insulted when you didn't trust me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised, but I've always supported you. Which is certainly more than you can say about Westbrook.
That's kind of part of the point.
I was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano. But I guess loyalty counts for nothing with you.
Listen, I value your opinion more than just about anyone's. I rely on it. And if we're going to beat Galvin, I'll need your help now more than ever. So please, don't be discouraged.
I'll be fine. Just give me some time.
Does he have a point about Westbrook not being fit for first officer? I haven't known Westbrook as long as anyone else on the ship has. Could it maybe be that could it maybe be that he's just not actually cut out for it? And it absolutely, loyalty absolutely can't. But like I said, the fact that Westbrook hasn't supported me, part of the reason I went with him. He's not just going to agree with anything I say. He's going to push back. He's going to force me. He's going to force me to justify decisions that I make in a way that a supportive first officer doesn't. And that's going to force me to be like, is this the right decision? It'll ensure that I think through. I mean, obviously, he'll support me in the heat of the moment. In battle, what I say goes. But when there's time to consider options, he's going to force me to make sure that I've thought it through and that I'm making the right decision. And he has shown that once a decision has been made, he will go along with it. He took some solace in Jar's kind words of support and encouragement. Aw. Well, thanks for that. I'm glad that helped at least.
I don't understand. Giving it everything she's got, but it doesn't make a difference.
I'm giving it everything she's got, Captain!
Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate.
If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations, and I should go take care of this.
Go.
I was hoping we could buy enough time until Starfleet could send more ships. But it looks like we might have to face off against the Aphelion sooner than we might want. If it's just us, I don't like our chances.
We can't fight them on their terms. We have to be clever.
We're being pulled out of warp!
Interesting.
The Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
Buys us some time.
On screen.
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Koblian. Is it any wonder your people perished? If your every instinct is to run from a fight.
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here! Evasive maneuvers!
Question is, how much can we evade? Yeah, we just got...
They've hit the engineering section. No systems or structural damage, though.
Which means they've been turned.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond. Hit him in the mouth. What are your orders?
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
Yeah, that tracks.
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the photon torpedoes, Captain. And its shields are fully intact. It's too powerful to take head-on.
Damage report from the lower decks.
I still can't raise them, Captain.
Could be that the system's down. Or that was the Takan bioforming ray. And there's no one left down there to respond. The Takan may already be on this ship. No way of knowing how bad it is yet.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that's for the best.
Yep.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
Peace and long life.
We don't know who's on what side, Carter. Come on!
Yeah, everyone's just shooting at each other just for the sake of shooting at each other at this point. Aw. Not a very fast runner, are you, Carter? Dang, guy.
Transporter room 1.
Hey, we made it.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
It's something fun. I like that delivery. I love that delivery.
These are concentrated Duridium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Hell, take it right before if you can get the Takan to wait while you do it.
Wasn't sure if I could decide which hypersphere to take.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. We need to tunnel through the shields.
Well, this is going to be irritating, isn't it? Yeah, maybe not as bad as I thought. Everything else looks good, but... Let me be good enough. Because I don't really know how to get it any better, frankly. I'm pretty sure it's just like right there that it's having issues. Hey!
There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from...
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved.
Well, thank you.
I couldn't let you fumble about any longer. Time is running short.
That's great. You must be Portal 6-3.
Yes. Guardian of the Takan Empire.
I'm Carter. Engineer of the Starship Resolute.
We're right behind you.
Well,
Dude's proud over there. Ready to transport. On your order.
Yeah, that conversation with Portal wasn't awkward at all.
Energize.
This is crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
After this, let's do something really boring.
We could replace the paneling in the Jeffries tube.
Hell, I'd even degauss a plasma manifold.
If we see Miranda in here, I'm not gonna hesitate. She's taken too many lives.
Aw.
We can't undo that.
Well, that makes me sad. But I understand.
This is pretty wild, Diaz. You better know what you're doing. We're all counting on you.
Yep. I very much hope I know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out as I go along. That's how these things work. What's that old saying? No plan survives contact with the enemy. So.
The glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me. It's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen a ship like this. And it won't see one ever again.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in!
Hey! When confronted with the task of destroying the Aphelion, Portal was glad to hear Carter shared his appreciation for the ship. That said, destroying beautiful things can be pretty satisfying and, can feel pretty good. I'm just saying, it can feel pretty good to destroy something beautiful once in a while. Like destroying a priceless Ming vase or something like that. I'm just saying. Really wish I could. On a side note, I really wish I could see how many episodes are left. How much longer is left of the game.
You're losing cohesion. I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
Yeah, they've been lost.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
They didn't make it.
We don't have time to mourn. We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
And get served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Taconian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
What fat lot of use you are, then. Crystal structure. Geometric lattice of crystal formations with intricate patterns of energy. Low-level tetrametric radiation detected. Geometrically arranged sparkling structures, exhibiting a wide range of colors, textures, and shapes, formed through natural or artificial processes. Heavy tetrametric radiation detected.
This way.
More. I was like, why can't I move? And turns out that was fine.
I can't reach anyone. At least not on the lower decks. It's like they're all gone. The comm systems seem to be operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
This ship could be swarming with resurrected Takan. It's only a matter of time before they come to their senses and take action.
Yep.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before...
Yeah, so much for that.
Captain, we're holding them off as best we can on Deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust.
Lock down the lower
Civil
decks.
war aboard our own ship.
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who weren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Yeah, I mean, not
Initiating a
much choice.
lockdown now.
Yeah, I mean, not much choice in this case. After the Resolute was hit by the bioforming ray, Dr. DeVal fully supported Jara's cautious reaction when she gave the order to lock down the lower decks. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but there's no choice.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them? Or should they? We don't want suspicion to run rampant. But some ground rules would help.
Captain Solano had a favorite proverb from Earth. Trust but verify. Everyone should assume we're all on the same side. But at the same time, they should watch for anything abnormal.
Have we heard anything from Commander Ermot?
No. And he's been gone for quite some time.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Ermot. Commander Ermot, can you hear me?
Computer shutdown initiated.
Guess that answers that.
According to this, it was initiated by Commander Ermot.
What?
The central computer core will shut down in 10 minutes. We'll lose all critical ship functions. It can only be overridden by the captain at the core itself.
Well.
With me.
Good times. I gotta fight through my own ship.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
Firefight on my own ship. Wonderful.
The master console is up there. I don't have much time.
Show how much time? Doesn't look like it does show how much time you have. I assume you have as long as the plot demands.
Captain Rydick, it's me, Commander Ermot. First Officer Westbrook insisted I find you immediately. Let me get this door open. I think I remember the code. I hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. I'll get you somewhere more secure. Just about.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
That's a relief. Now, Captain. Still getting used to these Federation weapons.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
So I should have aimed my phaser. Dang it! I thought I could be more clever. Oh, that's fun. Stick for a second there. Oh, I like the reflection of the, that's really cute. I like the reflection of,
Be reasonable, Captain.
I like the reflection of the prompt in the the thing. The QuickTime event. I like the reflection of the QuickTime event button on the panel. That was a cute little touch.
There's a time to fight and a time to admit defeat.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
I guess I probably need to hit him 3 times.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Dude, I was security. Whoops. I was security. You are... You're a desk jockey. Ooh, sorry, dude. You'll feel that one later.
Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Listen to reason. There's no need to do anything impulsive.
You just tried to kill me.
I was only acting on orders. I didn't mean any harm. You know we'd rather have you with us.
Oh, just shoot him.
We can make a deal, right? Come to terms.
I'm pretty sure I hit stun.
Awaiting Captain's authorization.
I'm pretty sure I hit stun.
Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Alpha 7 Whiskey.
Termination sequence cancelled.
Hope I hit him. I hope I stunned him. I was aiming to stun. All right, but that seems like another good place to end. With any luck, hopefully, I'm hoping next might be, I'm hoping that I would just have like one episode left or something. That's my hope. Because, I mean, it's been going for a while, and it seems like it's coming to a climax, right? It definitely seems like it's coming to an end. Not that I'm eager to have it end, because I've been enjoying it, but that's the impression I'm getting, is that it's probably just about done. And in the meantime, like I said, I hope I didn't actually kill Ermot, because he seemed cool. So hopefully I did hit stun. I'm pretty sure I hit stun. And that's why you're not my first officer, Ermot. You just tried to kill me. That's why you don't get to be first officer. No, I'm kidding. Would be funny if after all this, like, assuming that everyone can be restored, it would be honestly really funny if he comes up to him just like, now I see why I'm not first officer. Wouldn't be great if the first officer tried to kill you. Not as bad when your operations not great when your operations officer tries to kill you. Would have been worse if your first officer tried to kill you, so I understand now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.